What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Love of the Game. Haven't made a video in a very long time, but thought we were waiting for the right time, the right person to get on this video and like kick back on the whole thing about football. I've known Shantharam personally for now close to 8-9 years, and as a United fan, I think I have a lot of respect for what he says, not who he supports. Because listen, the thing is, being a fan is one thing, knowing your shit and owning what you say is another thing, and that's what he does. And all of you know Sujay by now. He is a no filter kind of a guy, and he's sitting on the fence. That's why he's wearing a black shirt, because he's trying to be the executioner of how well this video is going to turn out or how poorly it's going to be. So today, the match of the weekend in the Premier League is going to be there. This is game week 9 and Liverpool versus United. This used to be like, wow, the fixture that set the tone for who's going to win the league or who has a chance of progressing or who is the better team. But do you think, Shantharam, do you think the shine of this fixture has gone over the past few years with the emergence of a City, with how they've been going and how Chelsea have been performing both on and off the pitch with their transfers and now being the Champions League winners? Do you think this fixture still holds the same weight, or are we looking as them as being two deadbeat teams?
No, there's always going to be that shine. There's always going to be that extra impetus when it comes to these games. Because not only in terms of the rivalry that is there, it's also now that, okay, Liverpool are now a proper title contending team. It was not where it was a few years ago after Klopp has come and he has done a marvelous job. United are on and off the heat a bit, sometimes there, sometimes not. But the whole scenario when it comes to United versus Liverpool, that for me is the biggest game in the league right now. It doesn't matter whether City has come up, whether it doesn't matter whether Chelsea is winning the Champions League, but that rivalry, the pure emotions of a United Liverpool game, whether it's at Anfield, whether it's Old Trafford, the emotions that the fans, the atmosphere that is there, that's something that no other game. You take Liverpool versus City, you take Liverpool versus Chelsea, or United versus City. That still holds because it's a derby. United versus Chelsea, for example, there is that fierce rivalry there, but it doesn't have that extra zeal or extra pressure on the players to go and win, and that all contributes. So for me, from a person, even now, let's say, even if United and Liverpool, God forbid that never happens, are playing in League One, still United Liverpool will draw crowds, will draw attention, will be the same highly competitive, highly feisty game. That will always be there. That never is going to change. Even with Leeds coming back in now, you can see the kind of rivalry that was. Leeds were nowhere in the picture for the last few years.
Yes.
But the moment they came back up and the moment the games are out, you can see the rivalry coming up again. So that will never take the shine away, in my opinion.
No, but you're saying that, Sujay, I want to ask you something. Like, do you feel like how United have gone about this past couple of, like, say, not past few years, but this past month? Shantharam made a point saying that the fans are into it, but do you think that fans are going to be supporting the team, or are they going to be still going about kick the Glazers out? Because that's the game's at home, it's at Old Trafford, and the fans haven't been happy. Do you think they're going to use this again as an opportunity to get their point across that, yeah, this is not what we want?
I think when we talk about fans here, there are two sets of fans, I would basically say. This I'm using because just a few days ago, I saw one of the websites that the Manchester Metropolitan Police they have given out a notice saying that the fans might once again use this clash between Liverpool and Man United as an opportunity and create some kind of a ruckus. There are always these set of fans. Okay, so we have to ignore them. And coming back to the footballing side of it, I think the situation that Man United are in right now, they are, I think, sixth right now, and they're just 1 point off top four. And Brighton are in fourth position with 15 points. Yes, United did lose the last game in a very bad manner. I won't deny that. But I think this is just overreaction to the point that it's the early season frenzy wherein City are doing well, Liverpool are doing well, Chelsea are doing well, and Man United, they have spent a lot. They have gotten Cristiano Ronaldo back. They want their online bragging rights very much back. So there are these set of fans also who live for this kind of an adrenaline rush. So these are the ones that are to be ignored also. But the actual fans, I think, like what most of the board members will also be doing, and something that I will also be a bit happy about, that they will be keeping Ole in charge. Because as far as I see, United have got a fantastic team. Please, I really don't see. I really don't want to point out any holes into the kind of talent and the investment that has gone into this team. United are a fantastic team. They have got a manager. I think the board is still backing Ole. But yeah, the fans, I think there are different sets of fans, and the most adrenaline junkies who want to have this kind of fun online, have that bragging rights and all. I think, yeah, they are going to create a lot of ruckus. But I think United board is very stubborn. They are not going to listen to any of these things. And at least till December, I hope Ole is still in charge of the club. And maybe till the end of the year, and he might resign then. But I really don't see fans having that much of. The result will definitely have a huge impact. Please trust me. The result will definitely have a huge impact.
Jay, you've got a point, and I want to just take this out a little further. I know you said fans don't have a say, and Shantharam and Sujay, this is for both of you. One can answer the after the other. The next 5 games for United, it is Liverpool, Spurs, City, Watford, and Chelsea. And then the 6th game is Arsenal. So let's not count Arsenal in this act right now. If United lose either 4 of the next 5, do you think the fans, as well as, because, and the only reason I'm saying this is because of what happened midweek. And if for all those you don't know, Champions League was there. United struggled against an Atalanta team that we have said are the bright spark of Italian football, but they're just bright spark of Italian football. They have no right to be in the European League. Liverpool played brilliantly against arguably the best team in Spain, though the fixtures don't say it, against Atletico Madrid. Liverpool have the impetus, and Salah is on fire. So there's no chance anyone's going to say anything against the owners or Klopp or anything. There's no Klopp out or anything, cop out or anything. There's nothing like that. But the next 5 games for United, for the way they've started, and Sujay, you made this point that they have spent a lot. They've got the marquee signing, though he's not marquee, the marketing signing of getting Ronaldo, the highest guy on Instagram for a sports player. But apart from that, do you think the next 5 games, if they lose at least 4 of the 5, do you think it will be bye-bye Ole and hello Oblivion?
Okay, let me answer that. There's 2 things that you mentioned that I want to raise. One, firstly, let's look at Atlanta yesterday. Not yesterday, a couple of days ago. That first half of that game was extremely horrible to watch as a fan. Atlanta were bullying us, and I don't use the word bully lightly. They were bullying us, they were pressing us so well that we are literally passing where they wanted us to pass. They win the ball, they hit on the counter, and they scored 2 goals. They probably should have scored more. But as I said, they are the bright spark of the Italian Serie A. But also you need to remember, There are a lot of United fans on the high that we won, we came back to win 3-2. Great performance, happy. We got the 3 points. We're top of the league there, a table there. But that Atalanta side had 5 first players missing before the game was kicking off. And they had 1 player missing who went off injured. There's 6, there's more than half a side that was missing.
Yeah.
Second half, that performance by United spoke a lot. There was a lot of intensity. There was some brilliant movement on and off the ball. So credit where it's due. Turned around. We won the game. Now coming back to the next 5 games that you said, yes, we have Liverpool, we have City, Tottenham, we have Watford. But again, let's not look at Watford in terms of the league. So we have 4 out of the next 5 against the top 6 of last year.
Yes.
Now, most of the other teams have already played, like Liverpool have played Chelsea and City. City have played Liverpool and Chelsea, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
So now this comes at a time that is very crucial for us. And Ole has not been in a very commanding position in terms of where his managerial status should have been with the signings that we've done. But what I want to do is also, if you go back in the last couple of years as well, whenever Ole has been in doubt that he might get the sack, there was a couple of times, even last year or the year before that, there was talks that Zidane might come and there might be somebody else. Even now, the same thing is going on. Conte and Zidane are linked. But the thing is, these players have kind of bounced back and go on to good performances. Now, we always struggled against teams who sit deep and have a low block. That is there for everyone to see. But teams like Liverpool, Tottenham might with this guy now, Nuno Santos, with Liverpool, City, and Chelsea for sure, they are not going to sit back and hope for hitting United on the counter. Definitely not. If Liverpool do that, it will be the shock of the year for me. Because United are there for the taking, Liverpool know it, they can spank us in that midfield, left, right, and center, eat us for breakfast and shit us for dinner. Because that midfield for us of McTominay and Fred is not good enough to take on these teams. But somehow, it happened against City. We beat City, I think, a couple of years ago, or last year, I don't remember exactly. But we beat them thrice. And it was all just that counter-attacking football that we have had. There is space, no doubt about that. There is serious space in that attack. Even with Ronaldo with his aging legs, there is serious space. So what I feel is we might not lose 4. I mean, there's a high possibility we might, but there are results that is going to go, especially with the hype or the kind of the momentum that happened after the Atalanta game, winning 3-2, coming back after 2 goals down. There's going to be a little bit of that momentum. Now, United have been in the past few years under Ole, especially a very momentum team. If they win 1, they win 2, they win 2, they win 3, and so on and so forth. And the away form that we had is kind of testament to that statement as well. We went on to not lose 29 games. We won most of them, I think 24 or something of that. But it is a lot of momentum driven. Now, if we lose to Liverpool, that kind of breaks the momentum, and that could kind of put things a bit in a very dodgy place against Tottenham. Then we have Atlanta in between Tottenham and City as well. Yeah. So it could kind of play in those things. And I think from a managerial perspective, Ole is kind of still being judged in terms of getting to the Champions League next season. Unfortunately, I would want him to go and challenge for the title. That is my opinion, but the board thinks that getting into Champions League is enough, which is extremely not the right kind of mentality that I want at the management level. But I think if Ole can get through the Champions League group stages, gets to knock out, maybe a luck of the draw or something.
Shantharam, you are aiming for the moon and trying to land on a star, thinking you will make it out of the Champions League, whatever group you're in.
No, I'm saying these are ifs. I'm saying in the next few games, because the next few games we have is in Champions League, we have Atlanta away, we have Young Boys at home, who we lost to. So somehow, I mean, if we get those results that we want, I think Atlanta away, we probably will get a draw there. We'll probably win against young boys, depending on how the results go before that. Because as I said, we are a momentum team. Yeah. If we get results against Arsenal and Crystal Palace just before the young boys game, we might win that.
Please don't consider getting a win against Arsenal and Crystal Palace any factor of you trying to get into the top 6 if you can't beat the next 4 teams, which are top 6 teams.
So you don't actually have to beat them.
No, you actually have to. No, it matters a lot. Right now, I will tell you why it matters. Because right now, this season, it is not like earlier how we used to have 95, 98 plus.
See, Sunja, my point is very simple. Don't lose to these teams and make sure you win against all of the else. You still end up in a very good chance that slip-ups in the top 3, 4 might get you in. This is again hypothetical because I'll tell you why. My expectation level with this team starts here at this at the start of the season and then just goes like a sine wave. Right now, my expectations are level here because of the kind of performances that I'm seeing from the team. There is talent without any doubt. It's extremely good defense with Maguire and Varane, Shaw, AWB. That 4 in the mid and the defense is sorted. Even going forward, we have plenty of options. You have Cavani, you have Ronaldo, you have Greenwood, you have Rashford, you have Marshall, and Bruno as well, obviously.
So you have old people and you have young people and you have no one who is actually mature enough to actually do anything.
So the problem is you have got a very good attack. You have got a very good defense. Now, the link to these, unfortunately, we don't have a younger Matic. If we had a 5-year-old, like not 5-year-old, 5 years ago version of Matic, we probably wouldn't have been in the situation that we are right now. We probably would have been second or third.
Last year, Klopp came with Rice Phillips and who was their other centre back?
This guy, Nat Phillips
and Rice Williams. Sorry, yeah, some unknown guys, and he beat United. These are not the reasons you can. I am waiting for. Even I want a younger Steven Gerrard. It doesn't mean that.
Because the thing is, you're on hypothetical, and I'll give you straight facts.
Yeah.
Liverpool aren't missing any players. Liverpool are coming out for blood, and the form Salah is in, he is unstoppable, unbeatable, and Firmino scored 3 goals. And Sujay will attest to this. And I'm going to ask Sujay this. With Firmino being back in form, or what sort of form, does United even have a chance against this monster of an attack?
There is a very, very interesting thing. The higher you get, the harder you fall.
Yes, you are falling. You don't.
We are falling, but we can take you guys down as well. Don't discount. See, I'll give you an example. There have been times, even under Benitez, even under what's that guy's name, man? Sujay's favorite manager, actually. Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson, that United have struggled to beat Liverpool. But that was when Liverpool weren't at their best. And now United are in a similar situation where United are not at their best. Even though we have the players.
But Shantharam, here's the thing. Even Liverpool at not their best can beat a United who are gun-ho.
Yeah, like 4-1. Yeah. See, the thing was that if at all we went with the form like what United used to be, like they were title contenders, and Liverpool were like, okay, we will try to finish in top 4, and yeah, we have this problem, owner, Hicks and Gillett, this, that, and everything. But whenever it was against Man United, right, we used to turn up. We never used to. I mean, like, yeah, it was like one of the seasons of the game of the season for us. But with regard to United coming, I mean, like with Liverpool, the kind of team that they are right now and the kind of form they are in, yeah, definitely. I think like what Paul, you asked me the question, what with the form Liverpool is in, with the emergence of Firmino, like how he has come into this goal scoring rhythm, especially this year. I think even Sadio Mane has also recovered from the slump that they were in last year. The front three, I will tell, this year the front three are back to what they were the year before when we went on a cruise. I mean, like we went on a cruise ride, especially in the league. It has started, but my worry, especially this worry of mine, with regard to, I will tell you why it might not be, I mean, like a dominating performance. Maybe a big maybe is because I have seen Klopp whenever he goes to Old Trafford, right? No matter how good our rhythm is and how bad United are, he always chooses to deploy conservative tactics. Okay, we have had this blaming the wind in the past, and there have
Grass.
been some
Don't forget the
shock results.
grass.
There have been some shock results in Old Trafford where we were not expecting that at all. Okay, but coming to tomorrow, coming to yeah, exactly this weekend when the game will be. I think this midfield, right? Yeah, we will definitely miss Thiago. I really think we will miss Thiago, but I'm much more excited to see the emergence of Naby Keita in this team. We are
Also,
missing one thing, that he is the guy who is actually, I can say, he is surpassing the expectations that we had from Thiago. Even though we are missing Thiago, we are not actually seeing that. It's because this Naby Keita, he has been so good in tackles. He is scoring goals from midfield, and the way wherein he is controlling, I mean, like the way wherein the partnership between him and Fabinho is going on, it's very, very exciting to see. I mean, like Fabinho, and this is one thing that I want to thank Jose Mourinho and also all the United boardroom members for thinking that Fabinho is not worth the investment and paying some extra money and going for Fred, and then also to paying extra for Matic from Chelsea when Liverpool just got one Fabinho, and we did it. And I'm extremely happy for that. Yeah, but coming to the game day after tomorrow, or tomorrow, that is on Sunday, I think it's going to be, how do I put it? It's This is one game wherein you have to just throw the form book out of the equation right now. Okay,
Exactly.
I really don't. I really, if by the form both the teams are in right now, I am expecting, everyone is expecting Liverpool to comfortably dominate this game and have a good result. But having seen and been in a lot of situations like this, I really want to be optimistic. But I would take a cautious approach, and I think even Klopp will also be doing that. Maybe. Let us see how the game unfolds.
do you
I
think
think it
this
will be the crowd.
cautious approach will it impact how? Because you said turn it up. Do you think United are up for this game, or are they still feeling it,
In
the
the
effects
past,
of the Atlanta game? Because
United for sure will be up for the game. This is one
no,
game that
United definitely will be up for the game. But the thing is that in the past, we used to see in games like these, right? In games like this, right? We have to get proper referees. If one idiot comes there and turns up and produces a wrong card, something that we used to see a lot happen in these kind of games. I don't want a referee coming and spoiling the game.
are you still mad of the Gerrard sending off?
Nah, not Gerrard sending off. I'm still. Who was that referee, man? Howard?
Mark Taylor.
Huh? No, okay. Anyways, I've forgotten that
But
guy's name.
I'll tell one thing. Since you mentioned refereeing, overall, the refereeing standards of Premier League in the last at least 10, 11 years has been dipping season by season. I don't know if it is because of the newer referees that are coming are a bit more cautious or either too flamboyant or whatever. But it has been dipping. We have seen some absolute horrendous decisions before the VR came into picture, and that's an entire different debate that we
well, you
can
can
have for
expect
hours.
more of the same because we have Anthony Taylor as the referee for this game also.
Good.
The ultimate
Good.
baldy
Yes,
who
cool.
supports United, who's
No,
about
no. Anthony Taylor does not support United.
he
I
hates
think
Liverpool.
he's from
Okay.
London. Anthony Taylor, if I remember, he's from London and he has fucked up a
See,
few matches for United.
that is what these guys from London, they know who. Okay, I don't want to make any controversial sentences here.
Now it might work in United.
He's a Manchester-born referee.
Anthony Taylor, no, I think he's a London guy.
Anthony Taylor is a Manchester-born referee who stays about 5 miles away or 5. Yeah, he's close to United, man. This guy.
He could be a City fan because I remember.
Yeah. Okay, now from London you make him a City fan.
He could be.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like that, we have had a few cases. We have got a few silly.
Yeah, nowadays actually City fans are, I mean, like Liverpool, right? The City fans are more angry at Liverpool than United. I think there might be a situation wherein United will come and support Liverpool at the season end of few games because they don't want City to win the league, but Liverpool to win the league.
No, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
This
No,
weekend,
one just because you mentioned, and I think I agree. These games you have to throw the form book in. It's just who is more hungry on the day,
yeah.
who wants it more, and it is a game that you can't do predictions. You can't because
No,
one
Shantharam,
point is
on that
one.
point, I want to ask you, who is more hungrier? Like, let's forget the goalkeepers. I think both of them on their day are world class. And Allison is exceptional. De Gea has his reflexes. Midfield, we know Liverpool has the upper hand.
A massive upper hand.
With defense and the attacking line,
I think if you look at the
I would
teams in
actually
terms,
pick Liverpool's defense over Man United any time of the day. All the entire back four. The entire back four. I will even go with Matip. I will go with VVD. Right back Trenta. Give me. I mean, like I will take him any day of the week. Okay. And left back Robertson. Come on, man. I will pick Robert. I mean, like I like.
no,
Maybe
but
I might
Sujay,
be
you
biased
can't
here.
deny the effect that Varane has had on that defense.
but Varane is unfortunately out injured.
He's
That's it.
injured.
So Varane is unfortunately out injured for about 3-4 weeks more. So that's where we will have a centre back pairing of Maguire and Lindelof, which is a problem. So our defense is okay at the moment. Liverpool's defense is
How
top
many have
notch.
United conceded? I think they have
I
conceded a
think they have
lot.
conceded 6 goals. No, 10 goals
Yeah.
in 8 games. Liverpool have conceded 6, so 4 more than them. So yeah, but we haven't scored as many as well. We're averaging about I think 2 goals a game.
Yeah,
But that's
Liverpool's
also
goals
because
difference is
that's also
about plus
skewed.
16.
No, but
United
that's
is
also
plus 6.
no, but the reason why we have scored 16 goals, but if you look at it, there are 2 games where we scored 9 goals.
Yes.
So it's kind of skewed because of that. But coming back to the point, right? Attack-wise, more or less similar in terms of potential, in terms of talent between Liverpool and United. Defense-wise, I would say Liverpool, because of Varane missing, edges it out massively. If Varane was there, it was more or less equal. But the main difference between these two teams is the midfield. Now, Liverpool have a fantastic midfield. United have a scrappy midfield. And if Liverpool overrun that midfield, then it's Liverpool's game to lose. But if somehow Liverpool don't capitalize on that midfield weakness that United has, it's obviously there for everyone to see, then the game can swing either way. And it would a lot depend on, I think United will try to hit on the counter. And if United can get in an early goal, then since Liverpool are chasing the game, it might get a different result than what most is expecting. But to be honest, if I'm looking at this game and I'm not thinking from my heart, thinking from my mind and objectively, Liverpool are favorites to win this game. And I would probably say Liverpool will win by 2 goals. But then you also have to kind of factor that United have, unfortunately, are a second half team. They kind of play really well in the second half and really suck in the first half. So if Liverpool don't get that advantage in the first half, then it's probably a very open game. Anyone can be the winner. But my heart says United, I want to absolutely spank Liverpool, but I know that's not going to happen. If that happens, Sujay, I'm coming to Hubli next day just to see you, say hi, and then go back. But
Alvin, welcome. Come to Belgium the next day.
No, on that heartfelt note, the heart says one, the mind says another. United right now are a ship with the rudder stuck, and the captain has no idea which side to steer. There's a massive iceberg that's coming, and it has a liverbird on its as an image. It's imprinted over there. It's either sink or swim for United. And Shantharam, no matter what you say, we can hear it in your voice that you know it's not going to turn your way.
I feel that way.
Sujay and has not said anything controversial, but he did bring up a point, and that has been that Ole isn't the right man for you guys. And no matter how much you might pander and say, and yes, he's the one.
I have a very interesting theory on Ole, right? So you remember when you're younger and you're dating, when you started dating, you've gotten out of your house and you have the freedom for a bit. You start with a cheesy kind of a relationship just because you can. It never lasts. Then you get into some more relationship. You have some bad breakups and all of that. And then a little later, you're a bit more mature. You look for a nice guy to settle down with or a nice girl to settle down. United are in that kind of a phase where they want somebody nice to kind of stay in a longer relationship with. And that is where Ole comes in. Ole is brought in, at least in my opinion, is to steady the ship because the ship was going haywire under Mourinho.
No, but you can't be steadying that ship for
Dude,
so
you
long.
can't be giving 3 years to a guy to steer a ship in 21st century.
I agree. That's why
really in 2020, 2021, I mean, like you guys fired Mourinho in 2018. It's 2021 right now. 3 years you can't give a guy to steer the ship, and that too when you're spending closer to 150 million in transfer market. It is not you're trying to steer the ship.
That is not steadying the ship. That is trying to
just have a guy.
The
board
putting a
actually
new
has
engine.
their own mantra. You want a yes man person there, and Ole is the best yes man person that you have got right now. Okay, and he is not someone who is actually, I mean, like he's someone, even the players are okay. Yeah, we will turn up. Okay, we will have some purple patch. We will win some 8-10 games. Okay, yeah, we will do this, and we will get one signing done here. Yeah, that's it, done. There is no intent. Yeah, like you said, there is no intent. You don't have a plan. It should come from the board, right? Okay, your Ferguson is sitting in the board of directors. He's a person who was instrumental in getting Ronaldo also. He's definitely involved. Yeah, he's definitely involved. Your Debatine is once again back in the FA, getting favorable referees for all these kind of games. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has happened.
Guys, can I just
I kind of feel Sujay is already making excuses.
No, can I just get to one thing?
Liverpool lose. I get that feeling that Liverpool, I mean, Sujay just covers.
There is going to be a 2-minute penalty. Hey, penalty. Hey.
And on that fiery note,
trust me, one second, Paul. Trust me, if at all it was a penalty that decides the game, I want a 95th minute penalty after the extra time was shown for 4 minutes. A 95th minute penalty and Bruno scoring. Just to piss off Sujay. Nothing else. But honestly, I do think Liverpool will have a stronger chance to go and win this game. I would really love if United can win it, but I think the best United can get is a draw, given the way the teams are playing at this point of time. But hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, no matter how many fingers you cross, and on the fiery note of Sujay going after the FA, the UEFA, FIFA, and everyone under the sun not named Klopp. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more content coming. We might have Mr. Shantharam back again to see if United were able to even scrape a draw or not. Thank you for watching so much. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.